Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a grand old life.
As well as a grand old life. You're throwing these curveballs. You watching baseball?
Get them.
Is that a catchphrase you're trying to catch on? Get them and pointing and snapping.
Not snapping.
Get them.
Not snapping, just snap.
Oh, I thought it was multiple snaps. Yeah, you're right.
I'm not that talented.
The two snaps would have been over the top, but one snap and pointing the finger guns, that's different.
Ooh, it's hard for me to get the left one. Dang, get some consistent snapping.
Yeah.
We're off the rails. Either way, guys, it's been due time to hit 10cc. Don't know why we haven't previously. I think we've almost hit them like 4 times. But it's time.
It's time. I like that they're a unit of measurement. I think that's cool. Definitely don't know exactly what that measurement is.
Dude, I think it's 10 cc's of some good old 11, bro.
Is that what the song is? Some good old 11?
No, it should be. It's just called I'm Not in Love, which I feel like he's in denial for sure. You don't write a song called I'm Not in Love which you're compensating for the fact that you're most certainly in love.
You're most certainly, or at one point was very in love. And you're like, I'm not though. Anyways, let's just do the song.
I'm curious. All right, let's go.
Oh.
Let's see. Like, I feel bad that we're making him follow up Al Green, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a different thing. It's a different palette, a different flavor. 10
right.
cc's of 10cc, let's do it.
Let's go.
Interesting soundscape.
So don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. I'm not in love, no, no. But then again, that doesn't mean you mean that much to me. So if I call you, don't make a fuss. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. I'm not in love, no, no.
Be quiet, big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry.
I keep your picture up on the wall. It hides a nasty stain that's lying there. So don't you ask me to give it back. I know you know it doesn't mean that much to me. I'm not in love, no, no. Ooh, you wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time. Ooh, you wait a long
Feels like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. First of all, Alexander Atier, guess how long that song was? Take a wild guess.
4 minutes and 51 seconds.
6-minute song.
No way.
I know.
Dang. Dang.
I was not expecting that sound at all. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like...
A rocky...
Like, yeah, like... I forget if it's called like power pop or like power rock something where it's like... you know what I'm talking about? Where
Yeah.
you get some kind of hard like riff, but like sappy vocals or something. I thought it was going to be something like that. So not what I was expecting.
I
Definitely felt like an American singer who definitely enjoys Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Also is an enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even catch that, but yes.
A little bit, dude.
Not even a little bit, a lot. Yeah, for sure. This is a song that I'm feeling pulled in a couple different directions with.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, moment to moment, there was a lot of stuff I didn't love.
I can see that.
Like, it felt like it was mixed really tinny. Like, there was a lot of high end, and it was a little harsh, like, listening wise. And maybe it's just the headphones.
I definitely felt like pushed back in my chair. Almost,
yeah, it was
where
just
I'm
like really bright. And then some of the things, like I liked the sound of like the ha 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 ha, whatever the weird synthy vocal thing is. But it was so loud in the mix that it just felt like a lot
It was a
at
little
any given
jarring,
moment.
for sure.
Yeah. And there was a few other things like that middle section that felt like it was like trying way too hard to be artsy.
Big boys don't cry, buddy.
Yeah. Despite all of that, though, I was so lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
Like,
I felt the same thing.
it's really hard for me to even take those as negatives then, because in the moment, while I'm listening to it, I'm like, all right, this is a little, like, that's, okay, I don't love that. But the overall soundscape did capture me. Like, it very much did.
Same.
And in a way that not a ton of songs do, where, again, a 6-minute song, and me guessing 4 minutes and 50 seconds was only because it was like a lot happened.
Yeah.
So I assume, but it didn't feel like that. It felt very timeless. So
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with like how many disparate elements he was able to put together into this really overwhelming package, honestly,
Yeah.
in a cool way.
They definitely successfully pulled us into that space.
Yeah.
It felt like just to go off what you were saying, there were so many nuanced decisions, like career decisions like that were made. Even like how the bass like led us back into like the song, and whenever they would just build up the sound and like really make it have a crescendo kind of effect. God, so interesting, so like moody. I could definitely see it being a thing where, like, I'm not in love. Of course I'm not, because I'm out of that relationship. I got your picture on the wall, but that doesn't mean nothing. I still call you up, but that doesn't. Don't tell your friends that about us two, or yada yada yada. Like,
Yeah.
I could definitely see it as like a song where you're driving home from work at night, and you're playing it like in your car.
It's
Hopefully.
maybe a song that you're not even like, you don't want other people listening to.
Yeah.
It's like, it does feel very private, very emotional. And we made the joke at the beginning of like, yeah, nobody's writing a song like that unless they're in love. It's a joke at the beginning, but it really does ring true as far as that's kind of the point, it seems like, is, him not wanting to accept the reality of his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a cool, touching thing that I think a lot of people can resonate with. Certainly I can. And yeah, it just, again, moment to moment, there were some things I had issue with. The aggregate of the whole song was really powerful, I felt.
Yeah.
Like, I was sucked in a way that, not many times has occurred.
It's facts, dude.
This is a low-key heater. This is a low-key...
I think it's a grower too, probably a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like knowing some of the weird stuff that just comes in the package, I feel like would make it easier listening later.
Yeah, this wouldn't be daunting in a locker room, but it might be daunting in other places.
I definitely think it's not a song I would typically listen to in headphones if I had the choice.
Yes.
Like, I feel like you
need some
something
space.
to air, like to let the sound air out. A
Yeah,
little bit.
not
So I
when you're
think-
not so pressed up against it. I think that's where some of the harshness came from.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we need to get this rating.
Let's go for it.
3, 2, 1. B plus.
Dude, you sound like you just like answered the question around a test you didn't know you were.
I
tested.
wasn't. I told you I was pulled in a lot of directions because that was like, it was truthfully A plus territory lost in a sauce, maybe even S tier lost in a sauce, but it was just. Anyways, you heard the.
There's a lot of just cool moments, cool decision making that happen. Even like a lot of the chordy stuff.
Yeah.
I like the acoustic like strumming in the right side. Like,
Yeah.
I like the texture of that.
Yeah.
Like the tone they got out of it sounded really cool. Just a lot of like there were so many cool things that were happening, and a lot of like stuff that definitely felt like experimental, like in
Yeah.
general. Just
No, it
very
was dope.
interesting, very interesting song. I'm surprised it's like their #1 song. This has like 250 million listens
Gosh, because
Spotify.
I mean,
It's insane. They have a lot of other. They have like 2 or 3 other big songs as well, but just interesting. This is from 1975 as well.
I think it's dope. I think it's dope to have that as your number one song because it's so different. And honestly, I prefer not loving it the most possible. Like, it's not their biggest poppy one. Like, they made some creative risks. And, you know, I like it better for it. Like, I'll listen to this more than if there probably is another song in their catalog that's just, like, a banger. I might listen to this more.
Yeah, because, like, they didn't play it safe. They played it, like, authentically to what they were feeling.
Yeah.
Like, the space they were trying to create.
Yeah.
The space is movie. The space isn't just, like, it's all figured out. The space is very much so, I'm a little bit in denial and I don't have everything figured out, and that's okay.
And it even kind of feels like that in the production style, where it's like, it really is like these blaringly obvious things, like in the mix, like things are a little too loud, things are a little too tinny, but it's almost like I'm not in love, but it's so clear you are. And in the same way, these elements stick out like a sore thumb, where it's like, oh, this isn't something that's like tucked and subtle. It's very out and center, very open to like the public to see and to hear and to view. Yeah, dope song. The more I talk about it, the more I like it.
It's a weird one, man. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. Like, what do you think when it first came out? What do you think now? And what should we hit next by 10cc?
We'll see you next video.
Peace. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you had a good time watching that video, go and upvote the video. Subscribe if you're not already. Check out some other videos here on the YouTube or on the Patreon if you want extra juicy stuff you can't get on YouTube.